Do you genuinely believe cheating is just how men are wired? You might want to sit down for this one. Today, spend a day with me while I go through some propagandas I refuse to fall for. And trust me, we are not holding back. Okay, to dive right in, first propaganda I will never fall for is buying or using something just because influencers are pushing it. Just because everyone online is doing something trendy, that same skincare, I'm not going to do it. Except I need it though. If I need it, I'll get it. Not because they are doing it, but because I need it. Second propaganda I'll never fall for are hairdressers hiking up prices. And the moment you say, oh, this is too much for this, they say, oh, you're not their targeted audience. Definitely I cannot be your targeted audience because what do you mean 6 cornrows is 6,000 as per one is 1,000 now? No, that doesn't make sense. I'm never going to fall for that. Not today, not ever. Fourth propaganda, the idea that men are just naturally wired to be polygamous in nature, so cheating is basically inevitable for them. That's so funny because every man is fully capable to be loyal, disciplined, and they have the choice of who they want to be. Painting that ideology is not good. For me, cheating is a decision, not a default setting. Moving on to our next one is the idea that you must be married at a certain age or your life is somehow incomplete. This is very common in Africa. Yes, prove me wrong. This is very common in Africa. Getting married at a certain age doesn't mean your life is incomplete. So that narrative should be completely erased. Next propaganda I'll never fall for is the idea that speaking fluent English or having a certain accent automatically makes you smarter. No, that's so incorrect. I think that's incorrect. I don't know, but that's what I feel like. Being articulate in English is good, but doesn't prove brain power. Next one is the idea that if you're not overworking yourself, not stressed out, or constantly busy, then you're not serious about life. And this one is also very funny because if you want to compare the bricklayers, for instance, and someone that is working in a corporate or a white-collar job, as we call it, those who work as bricklayers, they earn less. So why aren't they paid more? Because they work more. Our next propaganda is the idea that because your parents did something in a certain way, so you're obligated to do exactly the same way. No, time change, circumstances change, people change. Just because a method worked or didn't work for a previous generation doesn't mean it's automatically the blueprint for you. The next propaganda I will never fall for is the idea that gentle parenting means raising a child with no discipline, no boundaries, no correction, basically just letting them do whatever they want. Structure and boundaries can still exist without trauma attached to them. And people confusing gentle with no rules clearly haven't actually looked into what it means. And finally, the idea that expensive automatically means better quality. Not always. Sometimes you're just paying extra for the name, the packaging, and the hype. Why something more affordable is doing the exact same job quietly and efficiently. I refuse to assume quality just because a price tag has more zeros on it. Yes, this is applicable to some things too. Some things can actually be very pricey and the quality is still there. But most times, it's just being priced because of the packaging and the reasons best known to them. Yeah, that's some of the propagandas I refuse to fall for. And honestly, the list can keep going on, but let's save the rest for later. So tell me some propagandas you refuse to fall for in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you all for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.